All right, y'all. We is live. What up? What up? What up, family? What a game that was, man. Eastern Conference Finals, game one, Miami Heat, Boston Celtics on the road. Jimmy Butler's able to lead his team and take game one on the road. What up, everybody out there? You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. I'm on live with my man So Crazy TV. You already know if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. Game one, Eastern Conference Finals is in the books. Miami Heat 123, Boston Celtics 116. What a game that was. Jimmy Butler put his team on his back, and the team rewarded him by showing up. You had Max Strus, Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin all chipped in with 15 points. Butler did his thing, 35 points, six big steals, man. He was out there looking like a free safety. Once again, got my man So Crazy TV on here, man. Boston takes the L, man. So Crazy TV. Let me know how you feel. So Crazy, you there, bro?
Hey, you hear me now, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah,
What you think about
bro,
game one, man?
bro.
Boston takes
Jimmy,
the L. Miami comes on the
Mhm.
road, takes game one. Jimmy Butler was huge. The role players were huge. Let me know how you feeling, man.
Bro, Jimmy Butler, man. He having a legendary run, bro. Legendary playoff run. We are watching, bro, and everybody riled up with him, man. Uh, Kyle Lowry was an X factor for them, bro. People were making fun of him in the beginning of these playoffs, bro, and he showed up.
Kyle Lowry showed up.
He showed up, but man, I can't say enough about Jimmy Butler, bro. For real.
Jimmy Butler was him tonight, man. He
He
was
did.
him. He was definitely him, man. How you feel about Boston, man? They take the L at home, game one, man. What'd you see on the Boston side, man? How you feel? How you feel like things is looking on Boston side?
Oh man, Al Horford and Jalen Brown. I didn't like what they were doing out there, bro. Now Jalen
Man,
Brown, he was giving up. He was getting buckets, but it's like he didn't shoot. He didn't shoot efficiently, bro. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
he dropped 22 points, man. The Celtics looked sloppy in that second half, man.
Man, that second
And
half.
it looked like after halftime, Miami raised the intensity. They raised the pressure up. You know what I mean? They was putting pressure on them. And I gotta say this, man. Fourth quarter, late
Hmm.
in the fourth quarter, the ball doesn't find Jason Tatum.
Right.
Hella positions, ball doesn't find Jason Tatum. It's under 3 minutes left. They start giving him the ball. He had those two crucial turnovers. You know what I mean? But the man was
Yeah.
out of rhythm. They wasn't feeding him. They wasn't going to him in the fourth quarter. Miami,
Right.
on the other hand, they had numerous guys step up. Caleb Martin, once again,
Oh,
Gabe Vincent, Max Struess. It feels like every time I watch Max Struess, he never misses a shot.
that boy was out there. You hear me?
Man,
Man, the Heat, bro. Did you think the Heat was gonna make it this far, bro? When the playoffs started?
when it did, I did. I don't doubt the Heat, man. They got a
Yeah.
coaching advantage in every series they go into, man. Eric Spoelstra
Right.
doesn't get enough credit, man. He's a hell of a coach. He,
Hell
he
of a
got a
coach.
good advantage against any coach he goes against. So you got that advantage there. And then Miami, man, they just full of dogs, man. They got Jimmy Butler.
Oh,
Bam Adebayo stepped up big for them tonight. I like the game he played, man. He had 20 points,
mhm.
8 rebounds, but it felt like he had 30 and 12 or 30 and
He
14.
did.
He looked like he was everywhere on the glass. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, fighting on defense, scrappy on offense, man. I really like the way Bam Adebayo played. Kyle Lowry,
He did his
championship DNA. I really loved how he played tonight, man. He came off the
yeah.
bench leading that second unit. He was doing his thing. He had those big three threes in the first half. You know what I mean? Caleb Martin too. He played a great game. I like the way he played, man. I like the
Oh,
defense he had
definitely.
on Jaylen Brown. I like the way they was playing Jason Tatum.
Hmm.
Man, Miami's gonna be a lot of people before this series started. Everybody was like, "Oh, Boston's gonna take care of Miami." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Boston's gonna destroy Miami. If they shut down Jimmy, that's all they got. They really got some dogs over there in Miami. You can never count them out, and you can't count out Eric Spoelstra, man.
you can't. Even Kevin Love came through.
Kevin Love, big man, championship DNA, man.
That boy was
Kevin
hooping,
Love
bro.
was big, man. Kevin Love was big, man. Who on the Boston Celtics side, man? I don't know, man. Joe Mazzulla might be getting out coached this series. I don't know what he's going to do moving forward. You got to get Jason Tatum the ball in the fourth quarter. They got to raise their
Right.
intensity. They got to have an answer for what they want to do with Jimmy Butler. If you Boston, you can't let Jimmy Butler come in your building and do everything he wanted to do.
Right. He stole game money. Now they playing with house money now. Now they gotta go back again, and they gotta win game two, bro. If they don't win game two, it's gonna be tough for them, man. Cause now
Man,
back to you got to go to Miami and win one.
I
Hmm.
believe Boston could win in Miami, but they gotta raise their intensity, man. If they want to win this series, they can't just beat them
Right.
basically on hoops. You gotta out tough them. You know what I mean? You gotta out pressure them. You gotta out intensity them. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta you gotta beat Miami at everything they're good at. What you guys have two stars, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. You know what I mean? That's not gonna get it done in this series. Scoring is not gonna get it done. It's gonna be defense. It's gonna be rebounded. It's gonna be 50-50 balls. It's going to be who wants it more. Anytime you playing a Miami Heat team, a Eric Spoelstra coach team, is who wants it more. You know what I mean? X's and O's going to go out the building. Game
Fact.
plans are going to go out the building. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Are you going to get on the floor like Miami's going to get on the floor? Are you going to be tough and you going to be resilient? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I like Miami what they did, man. Late in the season, going into the playoffs, bringing the veteran champion Kyle Lowry off the bench, man. A lot of
Off
people
the
sleep on Kyle Lowry. I know he's older, but for him to come in with the second unit, run your team, get guys in the right spot, make
hmm
defensive plays, take charges, help on the boards, boxing out, all that stuff is going to matter in this series, man.
He's playing better with the second unit for sure.
Absolutely.
Playing way better.
Absolutely.
Giving you
Absolutely.
giving and they putting him in the right positions too.
Absolutely, man. I love him coming off the bench for Miami. I think that's the perfect spot for him. And in the fourth quarter, he was playing clutch time. You know, he was on the court with those guys in the closing unit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So shout out Kyle Lowry. He played big. Like you said, Kevin Love. You need
Mm,
those type of guys on your team. They may be older, but it's championship DNA, championship pedigree. They know what to do in those moments. They know
right.
what it takes to win those type of games. You know what I mean? Eastern Conference Finals, they know what to do to win those type of games. You know what I mean? Kyle
Yes.
Lowry been to a finals, won a championship. He been to like 3 Eastern Conference Finals. You got
Oh,
Kevin Love been to 4 Eastern Conference Finals, been to 4 finals, has a championship ring. You know what I mean? You need those
yeah.
guys. Boston doesn't have that on their end. They don't got no
Definitely.
guys with no championship DNA. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And my only question with Boston, I had this question the whole year. I didn't believe they could win a ring because it's something missing.
Yeah.
They're missing a guy like Kyle Lowry. That's what Boston's missing. They missing a
Better.
guy that's gonna get the ball up the court. That's gonna be like, hey, let's run this play for Jason Tatum. He ain't touched the ball in the last 5 possessions.
Right.
Let's get Jason Tatum the ball. Let's get Jalen Brown the ball where they want it. You seen Kyle Lowry, he was getting the ball to Jimmy Butler where he wanted to. They were getting
Right.
the right matchups that they wanted to, and they was getting points or offensive rebounds off of that.
Right. who they should have picked up?
Who?
He's not a champion, but they should have got Michael Conley, bro.
Somebody like that, a real point guard. That's what this team is missing. You know what I mean? I like Marcus Smart. I understand Marcus Smart's value to the team, but
Hmm.
you need a real point guard. You need a real point for the
Right,
guys that they have on this team. I like Malcolm Brogdon, but you could put Malcolm Brogdon at the two. You need a floor general. You need a point guard, a guy that's going to get you in the right positions, a guy that when the team's making a run, going to be like, or when your team's out of sync, your team's up and down, and your offense out of whack, a guy that's gonna slow it down, a guy that's gonna get the right shots for Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. You know what I mean? And you need more from Al Horford. You need
right,
more from Robert Williams. You know what I mean? You need
right.
more from them guys. Because and once again, I got to say this again, fourth quarter, late, that whole fourth quarter up until late in the game, Jason Tatum doesn't touch the ball. By the time they start getting him the ball, it's already 2 minutes left in the game. He's out of
Already,
rhythm. Got two crucial turnovers.
right. No,
Man,
that
so
could,
how do you see game two going, bro?
bro. Game two. I feel like it's gonna be the same way. It's gonna be a dogfight how it was in the beginning. But I feel like I think it may be a close game, bro. I think it may be
Definitely.
a game. I want Boston to win. They gotta win, bro. This is a must win. They
Boston,
gotta
Boston. If they want to win game two, they know now. After game one, they know now it's a dogfight.
right. You can't
It's a
let
dogfight,
and they let Jimmy do what he wanted out there. They let
man.
Jimmy rebound. They let Jimmy do his pass, get assists, get his buckets, shoot his free throws. You seen them fadeaways he was hitting, bro?
Unbelievable.
Man, his mid range got so much better, bro.
Tough shot after tough shot. A couple of those buckets, man, they were playing good D. He was just making them.
He was just hitting them, bro.
You gotta tip your hat off to a guy like that. He out there, you know what I mean? But he was getting it out the mud, man. They was trying to make it tough for him. He was getting the right matchups he wanted. They was running good screen action, getting whoever they wanted to guard Jimmy Butler, and he was just going to work. Bam Adebayo fighting on the glass, getting offensive rebounds. Kevin Love in there rebounding. I'm telling you, Miami's gonna be hard to get out.
Yeah,
Miami's going to be a hard team to bounce
dog,
out of there.
gonna be a dog fight.
And I knew that at the beginning of the playoffs. I knew Milwaukee was going to have a hard time with Miami. Miami ended up winning that series. I
Yeah.
knew whatchamacall was going to have a hard time with Miami. They end up getting that series. Miami's a tough out, man.
You think them boys tired? You think the Celtics they tired because they had to do a game 7?
I don't think they tired, man. I don't think they tired, man. I think they had enough time, especially with game seven being at home. I think they had
Mm-hmm.
enough time. I just feel like they didn't match Miami's intensity. Once Miami boosted their intensity in that third quarter, that fourth quarter, I feel like Boston didn't match it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You
Only
gotta you gotta
coaches that
play Miami's game. When you play 'em against Miami, you gotta play. You gotta play Miami's game. You gotta play the tough game. You gotta play the intensity game. You gotta play the scrappy game. You know what I mean? You can't
right,
play a finesse game. You know what I mean? You see, Boston likes to get up a lot of threes. They ain't get up a lot of threes tonight. You know what I mean? Boston, if they want to win this series, they're gonna have to play tougher, stronger, harder, more ferocious than Miami. You got to beat
right.
them at their own game
Got
because
to.
talent wise, you guys got it.
They
Boston
got it.
has more talent than Miami, but talent is not going to win you this series.
No, sir.
Not against the Miami Heat.
Mm-mm. And you got to do something with Jimmy. How do you attack Jimmy, bro? Game 2, like what adjustments do Boston got to make against Jimmy, bro?
Boston, they got to get the ball out of his hands. They got to get the ball out of his hands, man.
They had Jalen Brown on him.
They had Jalen Brown. They're gonna have to send doubles, And
Right.
you're gonna have to make Bam Adebayo be the decision maker. You're gonna have to make Caleb Martin. Those guys make decisions off the bounce. You know what I mean? But Bam Adebayo, the times they put him in that position, he did good, man. He ended up with 5 assists tonight.
Right. I think they slowed down um Jalen Brown. He got tired at the end because he was guarding Jimmy Butler, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're gonna have to
Yeah,
find a way to
I think
put somebody else on.
right,
They're gonna have to find a way to to stop Jimmy Butler, contain Jimmy Butler. They're gonna have to Joe Mazzulla got a tough job ahead of him, man. Because Eric
right,
Spoelstra is gonna keep finding ways to get Jimmy Butler the ball and have them lead their way.
right.
You already know. I see my nephew in the comments. You already know Jimmy Butler. He's a threat on both sides, nephew. I see you in there. Salute to you, man. Hit the like button as y'all come in, man. Once again, you already
Right.
know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. I'm on here live with my man So Crazy TV. Shout out So Crazy TV. Subscribe to his channel. He over there doing his thing. We talking game one. Heat, Celtics in the book, 123, 116. Miami steals game one on the road. Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy. He was
Right.
playoff him tonight once again. 35.6 big steals, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He did it all for Miami. Miami had their bench and their role players step up. You have 4 guys with 15 points. Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, you know what I mean? Max
Right.
Struess, the sniper Max Struess. Man, Boston has their hands full. You know what I mean? They thought they had a tough series with the Sixers. Miami's a different animal. I don't know how people thought Miami was going to be easy for Boston. I don't know how people thought Boston was just going to come in here, take Miami in 5 or 6. If Boston wins this series, they won it in 7. I'm telling you. But if they mess around, Miami gonna take this in 6.
Mm. So you got the Heat in 6.
I'm telling you, if Boston doesn't step their game up, if they don't step their intensity up, if they don't
Yeah.
step their pressure up,
Mhm.
they can't play like they played tonight. Because I'm
No, they
telling you, Miami, they gonna mess around and take this in 6. I'm
right.
telling you.
You can't have a sloppy second half, man.
You can't. You
And you can't.
can't. I like their intensity in the first half, the first quarter. I like the way Boston came out and played. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? But Miami's never gonna go away. You gotta
Right.
bury them. You gotta put the dirt on them. You gotta put the shovel on top of the dirt, and you gotta stand on top of the shovel if you want to beat Miami.
You
You know
do.
what I mean?
They lost their lead, man. They lost their lead. They had like a what, 11-point lead at the
Yeah, ain't no
half.
lead safe. Ain't no lead safe with Miami because peep game. They gonna always play defense. They gonna always be in the right spots. Eric Spoelstra, he's the to me he's the best coach in the NBA. You
Right.
know what I mean? He's the
Right.
best coach in the NBA. When he had Bron and D Wade and Bosh, everybody thought, oh, it's because of them. Eric Spoelstra is a great head coach, man. You got to
Right.
look at these guys. Caleb Martin, undrafted. Max Struess,
Uh,
undrafted. Gabe Vincent, undrafted.
they
You got,
stole Martin. Didn't
come on, man.
they? Didn't he play for the
All these,
Hornets? Or brother
yeah,
played for brothers.
him and his twin brother played for the Hornets.
See, they stole him.
And he's been big for them the last 2 years, man.
And you know what the crazy thing is? They doing all of this without Tyler Hero, bro. Just imagine if he
Tyler
was on.
Hero still out with a broken hand. Victor Oladipo, blown knee.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you, man,
I,
Miami, you
I didn't
can't
think.
count those teams out in the playoffs. Teams like
Right.
Miami, teams like the Lakers. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I don't care if they're playing team. I don't care if they're 8th seed, 7th seed. You can't count them out. Teams that got championship DNA, teams that play tough, teams that have great coaching. In the playoffs is a different animal. In the regular season, they ain't gonna look good. They gonna be like, oh, this team ain't, because guys, they don't really care about the regular season. They just want to get to the playoffs and get there healthy. You know what I mean? They're not like these other teams, these other guys playing hard as hell throughout the regular season, trying to get 30 points a night, trying to make the all-star team, trying to make all NBA teams. No, these teams, veteran teams, teams with championship DNA, they know what it's about. You know what I mean? And come playoff
Man,
time, it's a different animal than a regular season. Boston, if they want to win this series, they're gonna have to step up their intensity. You're gonna have to get more out of Al Horford. You're gonna have to get more out of Robert Williams, and you're gonna have to get more out of Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter, man. You got to get him the
right.
ball. You know what I mean? And that's my one thing. I've been watching Boston all year, and I always told myself, there's one thing missing from Boston, man. There's something, you know what I mean? Like they're almost perfect, but there's something missing. And then when you watch games like this, you see what's missing. They need a floor general, man. Marcus Smart is not a floor general. I love everything Marcus Smart does, but he's not your classic point guard. They need a classic point guard. They need, for real, like they need somebody like Kyle Lowry. If I could find the
You know,
perfect person to put in the Celtics lineup, it would be Kyle Lowry. It would be Mike Conley Jr. You know what I mean? CP3.
how about
You know what I mean?
Brogdon? That's why they got Brogdon, right?
Yeah, but Brogdon, obviously he's not getting the job done because Jason Tatum goes eight, 8, 9, 10 minutes in the fourth quarter without touching the ball.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. But one thing I hate about Boston, bro, and why I don't believe in them a lot, every time they get into these games, bro, and Jason Tatum gives you some good production, and then you'll have Jalen Brown go inefficient, bro. Or Jalen Brown give you the good game, and then Jason Tatum is shooting inefficient. Yeah, they never coincide, and if they do, it's rare, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the thing because like Jalen Brown was getting all the touches in the fourth quarter and Jason Tatum wasn't. Last series, Jason Tatum was getting all the touches in the fourth quarter and Jalen Brown wasn't. That's why I feel like they need a floor general, somebody that's going to get them both the right amount of touches in the right
Right,
spots at the right moments in the game. You know what I mean? That's going to
right.
come down each time and get a good shot for them. You know what I mean? I kind of felt like they was rushing, they were trying to win the game with one possession. You know what I mean? They were trying to get back in the game with one possession. Take it possession at a time. Take it possession at a time. Play good defense, rebound, come down, get the shots you want to take. And I kind of feel like they were rushing and they were kind of antsy and they was kind of anxious to try to get back in the game. And I kind of shot them in the foot. That's why you seen Jimmy Butler picking off passes late in the fourth quarter, big turnovers on Jason Tatum, back-to-back turnovers. That's why you seen those things.
Mm-hmm. That man's hungry, bro. He wants to win.
Yeah, man, you gotta have dogs, man. Miami, that's what they call it, heat culture. That's their thing, man. That's their thing. They got that dog in them, man. They got that
Right.
dog in them. They gonna play every game tough. They're not gonna beat themselves. They're gonna play good defense. They gonna go after 50-50 balls. They gonna be in your
Right.
face, and they got a good coach that's gonna get them in the right positions at all times. And they got veterans that have championship DNA, and they got Jimmy Butler and the rest of those guys who've been to the finals before, who've been to Eastern Conference Finals before, and know what it takes.
Man, dog.
Now, how do you
Woo.
see Game Two going, man? What adjustments you feel like Boston should be making?
Boston needs to Boston needs to learn how to make both of their stars play together rather than one showing up the other when the game is close. You know what I'm saying? And you got to
Facts.
figure out what you're gonna do with Al Horford, bro. You can't have that dude running around like that. You know what I'm saying? You really
Absolutely.
much production. I mean, he hit like what one or two shots.
Yeah,
I would
he had that big shot in the second quarter,
right. I
right
want to
before
see
Miami took that timeout. He stretched the lead.
right. I want to see that man win, bro. He ain't win no ring. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to get more. You got to get more out of Robert Williams. Robert Williams was good in the first half on defense, but other than that, it was like he wasn't even there. You know what I
His off
mean?
rebounding.
Marcus Smart got to play better for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of felt like Marcus Smart did what he could though, bro. Because I don't see Marcus Smart being aggressive. Like he does that sometimes, bro. Like this time I seen him, he was trying to go to the rack. He usually a catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
He's got to
Playing deep.
he's got to be able to take more shots. He got to take more threes. Boston got to shoot more threes. You know what I mean? The
Right.
good three
Got to
point shooting
press.
team. They usually take about 40 threes a game. They was at
Yeah,
like 20 something threes tonight. They got to shoot
yeah.
more threes. You know what I
How
mean?
much did the Heat shoot?
Man,
They
the
probably
Heat.
shot 40. Huh?
Yeah, I don't got it pulled up right now. But yeah, the Heat got timely buckets, man. Gabe Vincent hit some timely threes for them. Kyle Lowry had big threes for them, especially in the first half. Caleb Martin had that big three in the fourth quarter. He was solid for them tonight. Kevin Love was hitting threes for them. You know what I mean? Max Struess, I can't say it enough, man. Max Struess was big time. Max Struess was big time, man. So going into game 2, man, I feel like Miami could do some things better too. Even though they won today, I feel like Miami could do some things better too. Miami could clean up some things from the first half. You know what I mean? I feel like they found something with those matchups with Jimmy Butler having Brogdon switched up on him. Anytime he had Brogdon switched on him, he was going right at him. He was getting the shot that he
Right.
wanted.
He was. You got the Heat winning game too?
I don't. I feel like Boston comes back and wins game 2, and I feel like Boston steps their intensity up.
Yeah. I got
I feel
Boston
like
winning.
Jason Tatum has a big game. Even though he had 30 tonight, I feel like he could have had 40, 41 if the ball was going to him in the fourth quarter.
Facts, bro. I
You
agree.
know, you know
I
what
agree.
I mean? So
Celtics got to win.
I feel like Celtics will take a close game 2 at home. That is my prediction. I feel like the Celtics win a close game 2. I say 112, 108.
Yep. I got the Celtics winning game too.
Yeah, I got the Celtics winning game 2, 112, 108. I want to see the adjustments Boston makes. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do to free up your star players and get them good looks? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do about Jimmy Butler? What are you gonna do
Yeah.
about Bam Adebayo? Because there was a Bam Adebayo ended up with 5 assists. He was playmaking when they were trying to double Jimmy Butler. So it's like when they went to go double Jimmy Butler, he was kicking it to Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo was able to make plays. You know what I mean? But when
Mm.
you don't double Jimmy Butler, he's getting the switch
No,
he wants,
don't.
and you see what he's doing.
Yeah, don't double Jimmy. And you can't have one person guarding Jimmy either because the person's gonna get tired, and then he can't give you nothing when you need him.
That's the
They got
thing, man. Like
they
it's
gotta
it
have
it.
Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown switch. Those are the best perimeter defenders that Boston have, man. They got to switch them up, man. You can't have one dude guarding Jimmy, bro.
I feel like
On
I feel
Banger
like I feel like Marcus Smart should take that assignment.
and guard him
That's what I
real.
feel like. I feel like Marcus Smart, you was the defensive player of the year last year, all NBA defense. You pride yourself on defense. I feel like you should sacrifice your offense this series and just strictly focus on Jimmy Butler. That's what I feel like.
Not a bad
You
take, bro,
you know what I
at all.
mean?
That ain't even
I
a
feel
bad
like
take.
I feel like you should just strictly focus on Jimmy Butler, man. You know what I mean? He's coming
Right.
off that ankle injury. He don't even look like he had an ankle injury, man, the way he was out there balling.
Man, that dude there, man. That dude there, man. He like how much is he averaging? He's averaging like 31 in the playoffs, bro.
Man, that's what he do, man. We
He
seen it
ups
time
his
and time and again, man. We
points by
seen it.
like
We
six to
seen
seven
it in
points.
Chicago. We seen it. We seen it that year
Right.
in Minnesota. We seen it in
Yep.
Philly, and we seen it in Miami, man.
Right. And we seeing it twice in Miami.
Come on.
Like, bro,
Last
shout
year
man.
last year he did his thing. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jimmy Butler said they'd be back in the Eastern Conference Finals. Everybody laughed at him. They came in this season. Things were looking rough. They were in the seventh seed, eighth seed, ninth seed all year. You know what I mean? Kyle Lowry was going through things. The team
Right.
looked out of sorts. You know what I
It's
mean? After
bro.
the All-Star break, they got their ish together. They was able
Right.
to get Kevin Love. That's another big addition for them, bro. Championship DNA. And you know what I mean? They were still kind of out of sorts. But once playoffs was coming around, playing game, you know what I mean? They had that game with Chicago. From then on, bro, they've been on point.
Right. And that's the original ninth seed too. They the
Come
ninth,
on.
like, bruh. Like, you can't
They
say
had to play in their way from the ninth seed. You know what I mean? Like
right. Who like I didn't think the Heat were gonna do something, bro. To be honest. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I
I
thought the
never I never count them out. I never count them out.
that's what I thought, man. And
You
then I
can't
see
count
the
out
boys
the Heat,
rolling.
man.
They got the Bucks up out of there. Drew Holiday was on Jimmy Allen.
Yeah, I knew once Giannis went down game one, I was like, oh yeah, Miami got this series.
Right.
I
And
was like,
then
Miami got this series.
they played the Knicks with Randall. Randall
Oh,
Foley come
The Knicks, bro, the Knicks are overrated. They've been overrated all year,
right,
you know. And I just don't understand how Cleveland was able to lose to the Knicks.
bro.
I
I
don't
was
understand that.
Cleveland was gonna win that.
Come on,
They Evan Mobley and what's that boy name? He played for the Nets. That center. I'm not thinking of his name right now. I ain't got his name at the top of my head, but yeah, the center for the Cleveland Cavaliers, bro.
oh
They
yeah,
got the
Jared,
yeah, Jared Allen. There we go. Yeah,
Jared Allen.
bro, they
Jared
got the
Allen, he said it, man. He came out after the series. He said the team kind of played scared. It was like the lights was too bright for them. You know what I mean? I was surprised he said that. He came out said the lights were too bright for them. Um, Cleveland jacked off that series, man. Cleveland jacked off that
yeah,
series. The Knicks were able to squeak by the Cavaliers, but then when they came against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat, I knew ain't no way in HELL they was going they was gonna beat them. There was no way in hell they was gonna beat the Miami Heat, man. And
especially especially
that's
Luke.
why I said at the beginning of the show, that's why I said all these people that were saying Boston was just gonna run through Miami, I'm looking
Right,
at like y'all must not know basketball. Y'all
right,
not must be seeing what I'm seeing. Ain't no way in hell Boston is just gonna roll through Miami like they're nobody.
right,
I was looking like, yo, Boston better play their best series or they're going home.
right. They
I
lost the
mean,
low in the season, bro.
I'm telling you, in game two, Boston better come out like their season is on the line, man.
Yeah, if they
If
lose,
Boston doesn't come out like their season is on the line, they could very well go down 0-2 going back to South Beach.
you go down 0-2 and you come into Jimmy's house, you in trouble. You in
You know what
trouble,
I
bro.
mean? It could be over early.
They ain't got no LeBron type player over there. They ain't got nobody that knows how to go down 0-2 and still come back. That
Come on, man.
they don't, bro. They don't want to do that. They want to come focused in game two and handle business, bro.
We'll see,
They
man.
really, they really
We'll
should be like how talented Boston is. They really should blow in this team out, bro.
That's what
They
I'm
don't
saying. They
up.
can't win. They can't win this series on talent. They got to
Yeah,
play harder. They got to play better defense.
like
They got to win 50-50 balls. They got to win offense rebounds. They got to they got to shoot the three better. They got to do all the little things better than Miami if they want to win this series, man. This series is not going to be easy. Miami came out game one, showed y'all 123, 116, showed y'all this is not going to be easy. This is not going to be sweet. You know what I mean? All the people in the media that was picking Boston to run through Miami, this ain't that. You got
Yeah,
Eric Spoelstra, the best coach in NBA, out there on the sideline. You got a rookie head coach on the other end. And now it's going to become a game of adjustments. And when it becomes the game of adjustments, I got to give the upper hand to Eric Spoelstra, man.
right. How does he unleash Duncan Robinson though?
Duncan Robinson, I don't know if he's going to be a factor in this series. I
Yeah,
don't know if you could play Duncan Robinson in this series because I
he
feel
don't
like,
play.
and you've seen that in the game. They had Duncan Robinson out there. Eric
Yeah,
Spoelstra didn't have him out there for long
right.
because Boston is going to target and hunt Duncan Robinson.
Oh, they gonna headhunt him. Yeah, you
Yeah,
right.
they're gonna
He
head
don't.
on him on offense.
He don't.
They gonna either run they're gonna run whoever offense on him, whether it's Brogdon, whether it's Jason Tatum, whether it's Jalen Brown. They just gonna run them at they gonna run those switches and they gonna get Duncan Robinson on them and they gonna either get a shot they want, they gonna get to the bucket, and they gonna get to the free throw line.
Yeah, it makes sense why he didn't put him back in.
Yeah, he couldn't do that. You know what I mean? At least you got
Yeah.
Max Strus. He's going to compete on defense. Caleb Martin plays big defense, and he's going to hit those same shots Duncan Robinson is going to hit. You know what I mean? Especially if they open. They was getting a lot of open buckets once Jimmy started destroying them. You know what I mean? Late in
Mhm.
the game, I like the ball in Jimmy Butler's hand, making decisions.
Right,
I like Kyle Lowry being out there late in the fourth quarter with Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? Calming everybody down, getting everybody in the right spots. Bam Adebayo, the ball came to him. He did all the right things with the ball. Like I say, he ended up with 5 assists tonight, man. Shout out to the Miami Heat for coming on the road, proving
right,
the haters wrong, and stealing game one from Boston in this Eastern Conference Finals, man. But like I said, I feel like Boston bounces back game two. I feel like they raised the intensity. I feel like they raised their pressure. And I feel like they tie this series up. And it's going back to Miami tied 1-1.
right. And if they don't, the series over, bro.
Oh, yeah. If Boston doesn't come out on Friday night like their season is on the line and play with the intensity needed, play with the urgency needed, they got to win the 50-50 balls. They got to win the rebounding battle. If
Yeah,
they do that, if they don't come out like that and they go down 2-0 at home, I don't think this series comes back to Boston.
you get out rebounded, bro. The Celtics got out rebounded by one rebound,
That's what I'm saying.
and
They can't get out
personnel.
rebounded.
They got the personnel too, bro. They got Robert Williams. They got
Al
Horford.
Horford, you know what I mean?
All about
those guys have to they are bigger than Miami. Miami's only giving you Bam Adebayo, Kevin Love at most. Those guys 6'9", 6'10" at the
right,
most. Bam Adebayo really 6'9", Kevin Love really 6'8", 6'9". You know what I mean?
right. They don't got no true big out there.
Yeah, they don't got no real five out there. That's why I'm saying Robert Williams got to play better. Al Horford got to play better.
Right. Maybe they're just too slow in there, bro. Because the Heat, they playing small ball, bro.
They playing small, but they playing harder. You know, I feel like they played harder than Boston tonight, and that's
Mm,
why they won. You know what I
yeah,
mean? If I feel like if Boston plays as hard as Miami, they gonna win the game because they got more talent. You know what I mean?
yeah, what man?
They
Boston,
so that's why I'm saying they got to beat Miami at their own game. They got to play harder than Miami. They got to be more scrappier than Miami. They got to out rebound Miami. They got to out hustle Miami. You know what I mean?
right? If they
And they
lose,
gotta watch their turnovers. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Jason Tatum late in the fourth quarter, two crucial turnovers late in that fourth quarter, man. You can't have that. You got to get on the ball early in the fourth quarter. You guys got to get the matchup that you want, and you got to attack. You can't wait for 3 minutes left in the fourth, 2 minutes left in the fourth to finally be giving Jason Tatum the ball. You know what I mean?
Right. You can't do that, especially your best player. But
Yeah, the ball got to find him, man.
bro, if the Celtics lose, I think they gotta break that team up, bro. I'm
If
tired
they
of
don't,
I'm tired of watching the same team.
man, I feel like they just got to get a real point guard. They don't got to break this team up. I feel like they just got to get a real point guard.
I think Jalen Brown might leave, bro, if they lose,
He might,
cause
but
they
I
don't
feel like he shouldn't.
get tight. They don't play good together, bro. You can see it. One of them wants to kill. The other one is just like, I'm here. I already got my 30, man. I got my 25. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. It seemed like they don't know how to play off each other. It feels like I don't know. Maybe because Ime Udoka's not there no more, but I feel like it's the coach's job to get his
Mm,
two. Like my thing is, I would have Jason Tatum setting screens for Jalen Brown. I would have Jalen Brown setting screens for Jason Tatum. Run a 2-man game like that. Why they don't do that, I don't understand.
right. That's what I'm saying, bro. And you got Jimmy doing what he wants, bro. Getting in the paint, getting to his spots, passing, playing defense. I bet you he talking shit to them too, man.
He was, he was.
He doing
And that's
all
what I'm
that.
saying. That's what you don't want. You don't want Jimmy Butler to find his rhythm, to get going, get to talking his stuff. That's gonna put the belief in the Miami Heat, like, oh yeah, we gonna beat these guys. Believe me, the Heat feel like they should win this series. They don't feel like underdogs. If you ask them, they don't feel like underdogs. They feel like they should win this series. They feel like they should have won this game tonight, and they did win this game tonight. You know what I mean?
Right. Miami
So
Heat should be happy, man.
yeah, definitely. If I'm the Miami Heat, I'm happy. I like the way I played for the most part. The way they played in the third quarter, fourth quarter should be the way they play moving forward. In the first half, if they played like they did in the second half, in the first half, this game would have been a blowout all the way around.
Yeah, facts, man. Oh man, though they gotta
I'm
play.
telling you, man. Boston better come out here in game two playing like their season is on the line. If Boston doesn't come out here in game two playing like their season ain't on the line, bro, this series could be over in four. You hearing that first right here? Moose Talk Soups is
You
telling
hear
you.
from
If
Moose,
Boston
bro?
doesn't come out winning game two, if they don't come out with the intensity needed, if they don't come out with the urgency needed to win game two, this series is not coming back to Boston. Miami will close them out, and they gonna smell blood, and they gonna smell blood in the water, and Jimmy
Right,
Butler's gonna put his foot on their neck. I'm telling you, Boston is in dangerous trouble if they don't come out here in game two with the proper intensity, with the proper urgency it takes to beat a Eric Spoelstra coached Miami Heat team.
I give Boston one game if they don't win game two. I give them one more game. After that, it's gonna be done in five if they don't win game two. Game two got to be a game seven for them, bro. How that game six was against Philly,
Mm-hmm.
that boy Tatum woke up in that fourth quarter and started cooking. He needs to act like that, man. This
He got to
game,
feed him.
yeah, man.
He got to feed him. They got to find a way to get Jason Tatum. That's inexcusable, bro. Jason
Boy,
Tatum went
had 30,
most of the fourth quarter without touching the ball, man. That's inexcusable.
he had 30, and we're saying he needs more buckets. That's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
bro, because it was like if people will look at the box score, they'll look at the highlights and they'll be like, "Oh, Jason Tatum did his thing." But when you watching the game and you watch that fourth quarter, there's no reason why he wasn't touching the ball in the fourth quarter, man.
Right.
He had 30, but he needed 39 tonight.
39 tonight.
He needed 39 tonight. There's no excuse,
Right.
and that's on the coach and that's on his teammates for not getting him the ball in the fourth quarter. By the
Man.
time they got him the ball, it was 2, 3 minutes left in the fourth, and you seen what happened. He got the ball, he had the turnover. He got the ball again, he had the up and down turnover. You
Mm.
can't have that.
No, you can't have that. Hey, Moose, we bringing people on?
Not tonight, bro. Not tonight, man. We're gonna wrap up the show a little bit early. I know
Mm.
I wanted to go an hour. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we have 45 minutes right now. I got to wrap up the show real quick. I want to get your last thoughts on game one. Any
Game one.
final things you see, and also I want to set it up for tomorrow. What do you think's gonna
Game.
happen in game two? Los Angeles Lakers, Denver Nuggets. What do you see happening in game two for the Lakers Nuggets series?
All right, I got you with this game one. Game one final conclusion, bro. They got to do better with using. Boston got to do better by using Horford, man. He needs to give you more production. And if they need a new point guard, they need to figure out what Marcus Smart and Brogdon gonna do. I mean, Brogdon played good, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
they did they pick the wrong point guard? Because he's supposed to be that point guard, rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, facts. I
Matter
mean,
of
I like the way he plays, man. I just feel like they need either Marcus Smart or Malcolm Brogdon. They
right,
gotta play more of a facilitator role, man.
right, and they really need to make an adjustment on Jimmy, bro. You can't have him doing what he
Whew,
wants.
whew.
And you can't have one defender on him all night. You got to throw bodies at him, bro. You got to make it tough. You got even if one of your bigs got to go, and like if they do a little screen, and now the bigs guarding them, you got to have your bigs playing good defense too.
You
Like,
ain't never lied, bro.
bro,
You ain't
that's
never
why
lied.
that's why Jalen Brown couldn't give you nothing at the end, bro.
You ain't never lied, bro.
He was out of gas, man. He was out of gas, man. And for game two for the Lakers, man. I feel like if the Lakers play better in the first half and they still bring that same fight, I think we could win that game. But I need LeBron to at least score 30 or more. Because if AD gave you 40, you know what I'm saying? Now
Mm-hmm.
it's really not on LeBron. And the crazy thing is, bro, if D'Lo had 8 points, right? If D'Lo had 16 points, we win that game because we were down by six. We
Mm-hmm.
lost by six, and he only had 8 points. So if D'Lo scores what he's supposed to score, we win that game. That's
Absolutely.
what I don't understand. And I feel like, yeah, D'Lo needs to play better. Austin Reeves, he woke up in the fourth quarter, but I feel like he needs to play better in the beginning, bro, because that altitude is a motherfucker in the beginning.
Absolutely. You seen that. You seen that. It looked like they was running slower than everybody else. You know what I mean?
Boys was tired out there, but I need 30 from LeBron, bro. I need
All
30.
right. Y'all heard that. My man So Crazy TV said he need 30 from LeBron in game two. That's a wrap on game one, Eastern Conference Finals. Miami Heat once again stealing game one on the road, taking it away from the Boston Celtics. Playoff Jimmy was playoff Hemi once again.
Mm-hmm.
35 big points, 7 rebounds, 6 steals, 5 assists. He was doing his thing. The role players from Miami stepped up. Championship caliber player, championship DNA. Kyle Lowry was big for them. Caleb Martin, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent was big for them. Bam Adebayo, 28 and 5 assists was big for him. If Boston doesn't come out like gangbusters in game two, it could be curtains for them early, man. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops on here with my man So Crazy TV. I appreciate y'all tuning in, everybody that tuning in, everybody that commented. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Once again, if you're new to the
Yep.
channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them, man. Once again, Salute to my man, So Crazy TV. Subscribe to So Crazy TV. He always doing his thing, bro. Keeping it 100 on his channel. Show him
One,
the same love y'all would show me, man.
my boy, man. For real. Like the stream, man. The more y'all like the stream, it's gonna be in the algorithm, man. For
We
real.
appreciate y'all love, man. We appreciate y'all
Appreciate
support, man. That's a wrap on game one. We'll be
it.
back tomorrow night, game two, Lakers and Nuggets. We'll see if the Lakers can make those adjustments and tie up the series, man.
Yes,
But any
sir.
last words, man? I'm up out of here for the night, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. For real, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Every time my boy Moose shows love, man, my videos do good, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Cause I see in the community tab you be sharing my video. I
Yeah, I got to show you that love, bro.
appreciate that, man, for real, man. And hey, man, like the stream for my boy Moose, man. We on
You
it, man.
already know, man. Like the stream, share the video. It's gonna be posted. You know what I mean? If catching the live late, it'll be posted, man. Once again, it was the post
Right,
game show, man. We appreciate all the love and support, man. Keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep bringing you great content, man. Once
for
again,
real.
I'm signing out. Moose Talk Soups, my man. So Crazy TV, man. We up
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah. Episode 3 tomorrow, man. Tune in.
All right, man. All right, take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. You too, brother.
Yep.